kind of gift would be nice for you for Father's Day? Let's put that out there right now for all the mothers that are watching and trying to get their husbands some gift this season for Father's Day. What would be a nice gift?
Uh, I don't know. What would I like?
I I personally myself, I'm a bookworm, but I enjoy audiobooks a lot.
Hmm.
So if somebody bought a year subscription for audiobooks for me, that would be pretty nice,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Yeah. Shit,
Um,
I got like 10 credits for you too, man.
oh,
I haven't. I used to be on audiobooks, but I just
send it over.
it's the time period of my life, man. I don't know. Like one period, I'm just all into audiobooks. I'm doing that, but then now I'm just on YouTube researching like the housing market because I'm trying to get ready to buy. So I'm
Mm.
always checking in on that. So that's like my main focus right now. Besides like besides work, with work, I'm trying to.
So what could the wifey get you that will make you happy? Not too expensive, but something where it was some thought behind it. Oh,
Man,
how about some golf clubs?
she got me some
Oh,
already. Yeah, she got me a little putting green and a
how about she
putter.
got you some gym shoes? Would you start going to the gym more often?
No,
No.
I go to the gym at work already, so I get my steps in at work. So, but
How about a nice pair of earbuds and headphones to cancel out that baby crying noise?
I already got that.
Huh.
That's my thing too. I already told myself I'm gonna get some headphones, some nice noise canceling ones.
Power tools are always nice, you know.
Man, I'm pretty blessed, man. I got a lot of things that I don't need much.
So what do you suggest for other people, other men, other fathers out there?
I mean, to the people that's about to buy something for them, just look at what they're into at the moment, because everybody always change. I always change. My hobbies always change. But yeah, if anything to do with anything that you're doing at the moment to improve or better enhance your enjoyment of that hobby, that should be a good gift.
A good gift is something where they would not buy for themselves,
Yep.
but you would buy for them. They'd be like, "Nah, I'm not wasting that money on that thing."
But they would love to have it.
But they would love to have it. Someone would
Yeah.
buy it for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if
that is,
wifey, you're watching, you want the Apple Vision Pro. I wouldn't buy that thing, but if it's on my table,
I'm gonna use it.
I'm gonna use it.
That is the true definition of a good gift. Yep.
The
for
Apple
real.
Vision Pro.
No, not that, but just something that they wouldn't buy, but they.
I wouldn't buy the Apple
they,
Vision Pro,
they
but
like,
if you got it for me,
yeah.
I definitely love it. So here's the thing. I don't want to stay off subject, but the Apple Vision Pro. Did you watch the commercial? for
I
that
don't know
thing?
nothing about that. My cousin was actually talking about it yesterday at work, but supposedly they didn't do as they thought they would
So you mean
In
the
sales.
stocks? You mean?
in sales or something.
Well,
like
no,
that.
they didn't even sell it yet. They just announced it. So
Oh,
the,
now with the
so,
stocks.
so the
yeah.
stocks plummeted
Mm.
as soon as they announced it. They announced it as $3,500 for what they had called a VR goggle, but they are calling it a spatial something. I forgot what the term they were using,
Space Apple.
but that thing, if you actually watched it, I was sold, man. When I
Yeah.
was watching it, I was like, "This is stupid,"
You
and,
better-
and then I was like, "Wow."
You about to whip out your wallet.
No, because so what happened is that so you put on these goggles, right? And these goggles, they 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 had 12 cameras on the goggles, so you don't need no keyboard, you don't need a mouse pad, you can scroll through the air, right?
Yeah.
When you're watching something,
Yeah.
imagine a big screen TV in front of you in the theater, right? Because they said that it's like it feels like you're in a freaking theater and you're on an airplane. Just imagine that part, right? You're on an airplane, and you tune out everybody, and they put you in a different space, right? And then you
Yeah.
can see a screen,
Yeah.
and you're on an airplane.
Yeah.
Just think about that. There's nothing around you, but you look like a fool. You look like the rich fool. Like, here's the thing: people are calling it the toy, a novelty toy for the rich folks. You know,
Yeah.
and I believe it is technically.
3,500 is a lot.
Yes, but it replaces
That's a fucking car, man.
Okay,
A
I sound
used
like
car.
I'm advertising for it. It replaces a sound system, a theater system. It replaces
For one person though.
right. you can actually. So say for instance, I'm looking at my computer, and I can see the screen pop up
Yeah.
just like that, just by looking at it,
Yeah.
and the screen will come up, and then I don't even know what you call it, like a mirroring, screen mirroring, whatever it is.
Yeah.
They're able to do that, and when you're FaceTiming people, they make a digital rendering of yourself to project to the other people on the other side of the screen. And on the outside of the goggles, they have a screen, so it actually looks like your eyes are looking at people in the room.
Yeah.
Just that technology in general, I believe that they took it to the next level. But will it be the next big thing? Who knows? I mean, when you think about what happened with the cell phone came out in the 1980s, mid 1980s, right? And that thing, I believe it came out at, was it $4,000? For remember the Zach Morris cell phones
Yeah.
on Saved by the Bell?
That was 4,000 back then.
$4,000 for
Yeah.
that cell phone. And guess how long it lasted? It lasted 30 minutes on a 10-hour charge,
Yeah, for sure.
right? And inflation, give or take, it would be equivalent to $11,000 today for a cell phone. And here we are complaining about, the cell phone, the iPhone that came out at $1,000, and now everyone's buying it still, right? So, just with that being said, it's going to take some time. So the next version would probably be better battery life, probably a lot lighter. I don't know how much you can improve or what can you take from it, but it's more than likely, minor tweaks here and there and stuff, and whatever it is, maybe even something that goes straight up into the ears.
So Apple's stock dropped because of that?
It dropped. It plummeted that morning.
Plummeted? Like how much?
I don't know. It looked like my buddy sent me. It looked like a red candle.
Oh shit! Damn, I got Apple stocks too, so that's why I'm curious.
So see that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'll
how
show it
it
on the
dropped.
screen. But right when they announced 3,500, it dropped.
That's crazy. They're like, fuck you, Apple. You trying to jack me, man. Hey, man, but shout out to Apple, though. Like, I always said this about Apple. Apple always came out with their product later, and then they tuned it and then pimped it all out so that it shitted on every other product that's already out there.
Right.
That's what's smart about Apple. Apple will wait. Once a product is released, like the iPhone. The iPhone didn't come out until all the other phones came out, and then they molded it better to everything and then pushed their product
And
out.
what's going to happen after this? Samsung's going to come out with their headset, eventually, and then they're going to come off a half price just to try to dick Apple.
Yeah, but
but they
That's why
still
Apple's
can't.
so strong.
They still can't compete with them.
Because they always late to the party. They come out first with whatever, and then
I
Apple
mean,
takes
I'm
that.
more than happy to rock a Samsung if they can. Everything's half off. Even remember back then the television screens, man. When that first LCD came out, that thing was I remember the Sony Bravia. My buddy owned one.
My mom got
$8,000
My mom
for a
paid
720.
My mom paid $3,500 for a 32-inch.
So the 50 was the big. Like if you were a boss and you had a 50-inch LCD back then.
Yeah.
Right, I'm talking about $8,000. So, and $3,500 to set the standard for what's expected of the ProVision. I mean, I really don't think much of it. I've seen enough electronics come out in my lifetime to know that that's almost like normal. It's not overkill. Like if it was like a $8,000 headset goggle, yeah, for sure I would say it's overkill. But for what it's able and this capability to do, this is this expensive toy. The reason why they launched it out now is because, well, not launching it, they announced it now. So now the developers can come in and come up with some new gaming system or new app that can possibly, put onto the platform. What is it? They're calling it the Vision OS or something.
Yeah.
You're gonna be able to download all these apps in the next in the future to come. It's coming out 2024. I'm pretty sure you can probably pre-order it during Christmas. But I mean,
That's exciting news for Apple, for sure. I mean,
I would love to just put that headset on. I'm not a big Apple fan or whatever, but it's kind of cool just to see technology take it to the next level and just kind of see exactly what innovation is all about now.
Yeah, I mean, the metaverse came out already like
that was
a
a
couple
flop.
of years.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago. So now just
the
think
Oculus,
about it.
the Meta 2.
Think about it. Apple waited a couple of years, took that, molded that into this product, and now they're shitting on all that. I guess it sounds pretty dope. So Yeah,
Yeah,
good for them.
yeah. I'm curious about what they can come up with. You know the with the Oculus. I mean, what is it? The Vision Pro. Locking yourself up in a room with crystal meth doesn't sound that bad anymore. You got porn
Oh,
with the VR goggles. Now you never leave the house for next year.
yeah, it didn't take off like they thought it would. But it was crazy how people were selling virtual real estate though when that shit jumped off like that.
What you mean virtual real estate?
So inside the metaverse, people were buying up real estate inside virtually. So you could live next to like Snoop Dogg's virtual house for like a certain amount of money. People were paying for that. So yeah, it was big, or tried to be.
You know what I look
kind
forward
of died
to?
out.
I look forward to in the future when we can watch on the sidelines at an NBA game or the Super Bowl, right? That camera.
Yeah, that's what
And
they're
then-
working on too.
Right.
Yeah,
And then we'll have the VR goggles and we'll feel like we're at the
And-
stadium for like a subscription base or whatever. I pay for that.
yeah. No,
You know,
NBA is
that's-
doing that already. I think they
Oh,
had
oh,
a couple
really?
games where you could try to get virtual reality. That's
that.
the road that it's taking. You know,
Mm.
eventually
had no
everything
idea.
should be would try to work inside the virtual realm, which is what I thought was
The metaverse.
was a good idea in a sense, because sometimes you want to escape reality and just go into this la la world and you know,
You watch that movie Ready Player One?
no.
It's the version of it.
But I thought it was a good idea. I don't know. It's something different, something new. Some people just escape reality and go into their own little world and do
World
whatever
of
they
Times
want.
Square and see nothing but ads around you all day and night.
Yeah, you know.
Never leave the house. Wouldn't that be cool? We had our headsets and we can invite guests.
Yeah, come
Onto
chill
the
with
show.
us and drink some coffee. You
Yeah,
know.
right?
Yeah, that's probably the next step too.
That's the future.
All over the internet, you know, you can just connect, you know, with people. That's the cool thing about it. Like people do that already with Oculus. They go and play poker with each other.
Hey, maybe we can start a GoFundMe for you to
Yeah, GoFundMe for Kara.
for Vision Pro. Right?
And you can get the Apple one for next year. Kara, I hope you're listening. Go to a GoFundMe. Yeah, it might help you out. But yeah, that'll be a good Father's Day gift. So.
What was the Disney hopped on the wagon with the Vision Pro with the Apple, and I'm assuming they're going to come up with some type of like video apps where you can actually see, you know, the next movie coming out in like 3D,
Yeah,
you know, VR or whatever headset,
yeah.
you know, specifically for that. I'm like 90% sure that that's what they're doing. That's why, you know, they had Apple CEO hop on the wagon with them.
I mean,
Especially with all the Marvel films and all that.
it is a cool effect if you could be fully immersed into a show or something like that. That's why 3D and 7D kind of got some action, but they kind of died out. But that was always a cool effect where you can go in and virtually be inside the world, and while you're watching it, I don't know, that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, something different, something to boggle your brain around, you know. So yeah,
They're allowing you to record on the headset and you're walking around and you have a 3D camera recording. It's kind of cool. I don't well, you got to put it on to see first, but just judging off of whatever everyone else was saying, I mean, can you imagine going to a party and you don't have your typical cell phone anymore and it's just people just walking around with goggles recording other people? How weird that'd be.
I mean, it's only weird if you make it weird, but if all the cool kids are doing it, it's probably be cool enough to do it. But no, I already suspect. I already thought that Apple Watch was going to come out with the FaceTime, but they're saving that for a later year. But this is like the iWatch freaking 7 now, and they still haven't done that. So I always imagine like we could just talk to our people through our phone. They have FaceTime now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, it's totally doable and capable. People always gonna want to try new things and do new things. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's cool. So happy Father's Day to us whenever we get that. We could be at the house. I don't have to come to San Francisco anymore. I could be at the house doing the show.
That'd be pretty futuristic.